Wonderful. All right, so thank you all for joining me for a Sunday 4 p.m. yoga class. We're gonna do 60-minute 26 and 2 yoga. This style of yoga, it's the same 26 postures and 2 breathing exercises every time. So the more you do it, it becomes kind of like a moving meditation. That said, it's traditionally done in an 105-degree room. And if you, like me, do not have access to a room quite that hot today, we're gonna start with a little warm up just to warm up the body, and then we'll hop into 26 and 2 yoga. So we'll do 3 rounds of sun salutations. You're welcome to stand towards the top of your mat. I'm gonna stand back a little bit and I'll show you from the side. With sun salutes, every movement goes with an inhale or an exhale, and we call it Ujjayi breathing. You want to constrict your throat just a little bit so you breathe a little bit slower and longer. So 3 rounds of sun salutes before 26 and 2. Here we go. Take a moment towards the top of your mat. Bring your feet close together. Rock the weight into your toes. Bring the weight back into your heels. And then just firmly arrive in the middle of your mat, in the middle of your space, as a symbolic gesture that you're arriving in this moment, putting aside the rest of your day, anything that happened before, anything that'll happen after, anything not pertaining to the present moment. We just get a beautiful 60-minute opportunity to just sit with ourselves, breathe, and move. Bring your hands together, heart center, and we'll begin with 3 rounds of sun salutation, Surya Namaskar A. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead as if you were saluting or greeting the sun. As you exhale, suck your stomach in, bend your knees, fold forward, arms with your ears, put your hands on the floor, and drop your head down. Inhale, halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, shins, or the floor in front of you. The trick is to have the weight forward in your toes, spine straight, chin away from your chest. As you exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, and step back into a high plank. And if high plank doesn't work for you today, no problem, come down onto your knees and tabletop. You have an option to stay here or take a vinyasa. Go forward 2 inches, hug your elbows in, lower down to a 90-degree angle. Inhale, come up into a baby cobra with your elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with your thighs off the floor and arms straight. As you exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. And if down dog doesn't work for you today, no problem. Come down onto the floor into child's pose. So you're always welcome to skip that lowering down and then the back bend. You can go straight from your plank or tabletop directly into your child's pose or into your down dog. Bend one knee, straighten the other. So there's lots of options depending on what's going on with you today. Take a slow inhale through your nose, building heat. Slow exhale through your nose. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, chin away from your chest, feet between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, relax your head back down. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms with your ears, looking up overhead, saluting the sun. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Second set, inhale, lift your arms up, looking up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift, back flat, weight in your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back into your plank or tabletop. Option to stay here and go directly into your down dog or child's pose, or take a vinyasa. Go forward 2 inches, hug your elbows in, lower down. Inhale, come up into your back bend, either your baby cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog or child's pose. If you're in child's pose, reach your arms forward and sink your hips down. If you're in down dog, lift your hips up, drop your head down, try to press your heels to the floor, contract your thighs, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index fingers and thumb, push down there. Take a slow inhale, generating heat. Slow exhale, Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, look forward, step forward, feet between the hands. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your head. Inhale, reach your eyes, come up, arms up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, last one. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, put your hands on the floor, step back, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, come up into your back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, down dog. Try to press your heels down. You might need to open your feet a little bit wider. Spread your knuckles wide, drop your head, look for your shins, Lift your hips up, squeeze your thighs up. Inhale, look forward, step forward. Exhale, drop your head, bend your knees. Inhale, come on up, arms with your ears looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down at heart center. Good, so hopefully that got your blood flowing a little bit. From here, we'll hop into traditional 26 and 2 yoga, starting with pranayama, deep breathing, good for your lungs and respiratory system. Bring your feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate, meditate, and begin. Have a great class. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward. Bring your elbows together to touch. Good. Inhale, chin down. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touching away from your body. Inhale, chin down. Breathe in through your nose. Down through your throat to the very bottom of your lungs. Exhale, head up. As you exhale, open your mouth wide. Stretch your arms forward. Bring your elbows together to touch. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. Last breath of the first set. Spine a little longer, elbows a little higher, lungs a little fuller. Suck your stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in. Keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change. Arms down, you can roll out your shoulders and head. Okay, second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, knuckles underneath your chin like glue. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose. Lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhaling through the mouth, slowly head back, slowly arms forward, palms, wrists, forearms, elbows touch. Inhale, chin down. Using that same Ujjayi breathing against the back of the throat. Exhale, head up. Slowly head back, slowly arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Glue your ankle bones together, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your butts. Exhale, head up, lock your legs. Weight stays in your heels, hips a little forward, hip muscles contracting, thigh muscles tight. Inhale, head down. As you inhale, open your rib cage wide, expand your rib cage, expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. Even as you exhale, engage your abdominal wall. Stomach in, eyes open, head back, arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. Just the neck and arms are moving. Notice if you're rocking back and forth. Drop your shoulders down, lift your chest up. Exhale, head up. So just your head drops back, no backward bending, keep shoulders over hips. Hips over heels, weight in your heels. Inhale, head down, last breath. Second set, deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up, take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down, and roll out your shoulders and head. We continue, half moon with hands to feet pose. Keep your feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Nice tight grip, don't lose your grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up a little taller, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle for half moon pose. Bring the weight into your heels, press your hips forward and squeeze your palms together. Biceps back with your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist. Exhale, breathing absolutely straight line. Slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Just remember, it's the first posture of the day, and there's no rush, nowhere you have to be, nothing you have to prove to yourself or to anyone else. All you have to do is breathe in and out through your nose. Let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push, push, push. Good, change. Inhale to come up and stop in the middle. Root down through your heels. Push your hips forward, lift up through your chest. Stomach in, stretch up 1 more inch, and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right, coming down in a straight line. No bending elbows, no bending knees. The minute your knees and elbows start to bend, you've gone a little too far. Come up, lock your left arm as much as your right arm, lock your left leg as much as your right leg, and breathe in and out through your nose. Speaking of lefts and rights, I'm not mirroring you, so it might look like I'm bending to the right when in fact I'm bending to the left. You are welcome to follow my words or my body movements. Just know in general that I'll do the right side of postures first. Come down, push, push, push. Good, change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. It's a little bit hard for me to talk and do it once, so I'll do it a little bit and then I'll talk you through it. Keep your eyes open. Take a deep breath, full lungs, and relax your head all the way back. Look for the floor behind you. Immediately, arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending from coccyx to the neck looks good. Lower back, middle back, upper back, bend total spine backward bending. Try to fall down backwards. Maximum weight in your heels. Inhale, breathing, push stomach, thighs, hips, everything forward and bring your arms back. Look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Change, beautiful. Inhale to come up, stretch up. Exhale, bend your knees, go down with a straight spine, flat back. Put your hands on the floor, drop your head and go for a walk. Move your hips, shake your head. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding. At the beginning of class, your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padasana, hands to feet pose. Start by bending your knees, and at first grab the backs of your calves, maybe Achilles. Eventually grab your heels from underneath, step on all 10 fingers. Bend your elbows back, touch stomach to thighs, chest to knees, face on the shins, below the knees, no room for light and air between the upper and lower body. Pull on your heels, roll your weight forward into your big toes, and gently lift your hips up. Stretch your upper body down from the lower spine to the floor. Pulling is the object of stretching. Pull on your heels, roll forward, lift your hips up, stretch your spine down. Good, change, come up, arms with your ears, knees can bend, very nice. Arms down, and you stand a little taller, right? That's the whole goal. You're just standing a little taller. Second set, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, palms together, interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Nice tight grip. Push your hips forward, upper body back, stretch up tall, puff up your chest, and slowly drop to the right as you push your hips to the left. It's tempting to tense the shoulders here. Drop your shoulders, lift your chin, and breathe in and out through your nose. Keep the weight in your heels, hips a little more forward, upper body back. Tilt your left hip forward to keep your 2 hips facing the front of your mat, and then bring your right shoulder forward so your chest, your armpits, your shoulders, everything opening up. Come down, push, push, push. Change, inhale to come up, reset, hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly drop to the left as you push your hips to the right. Squeeze your palms together, push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands, seal off the gap between your biceps, arms, and ears. Notice if the weight's coming into your toes, bring the weight back into your heels, press the hips more forward, stomach in, upper body back. Right hip forward, 2 hips in line, left shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower petal blooming, come down, push, and push, and push. Change, inhale to come up, second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, relax your head back, and then bring your arms back with your ears, trace your fingers along the ceiling. So if your knees or elbows are bending, you're going a little too far, lock your arms, lock your legs, push your hips forward, and we'll back bend together for 10 seconds. Arms back. change. Inhale to come up, stretch up first, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bend your knees, go down, hinge at your hips so the spine stays straight as you go down. Put your hands on the floor, then rest your head down and go for another walk. So see if you can let go of any tension in your neck and head, letting the head be heavy down to the floor. Second set, Padasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees, grab your heels or the backs of your legs, or wrap your elbows back. So everybody try to touch your elbows together, like squeeze the biceps in, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, relax your head down, face to the shins, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. Eventually the legs will lock, but it's more important to keep the upper body glued to the lower body. So if your legs are straight, but like your stomach is way off your thighs, bend your knees a little bit. It's safer for your spine. Pull on your heels, roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your knees. Good, change, come up, arms with your ears, hinge at your hips so the spine stays straight on the way up. Good, arms down, and you let that one go. Moving on, awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, hip width distance 6 inches, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight. Suck your stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with. 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down, halfway only, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in, lean your upper body back. Depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Suck it in, hold it in tight. A little bit more weight back into your heels. Lift your chin up, chest up. Lean back, fall back, way back. Try to fall down backwards at the end. Good, change. Inhale to come up, keep your arms there. Push your hips a little forward. Now come up all the way on your tiptoes, maximum like a ballerina. Stretch up first, bend your knees, sit down, lean back. Touch your head and hips to an imaginary wall behind you. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher. Sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up. Last part, heels down. Squeeze your knees and inner thighs together. Keep the insides of your feet parallel and let your heels come a little off the floor. Stomach in, lean back, and slowly sit down. Keep your knees together. Stop whenever you want or when you're a ½ inch off your heels, sitting all the way down. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, relax your shoulders, and change. Slowly push the floor away from you. Good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Take a breath. Second set, I'll show you from the side. Step your right foot to the right, hip width distance. Make sure it's not too big of a step because then it would be really hard to bring your knees in, right? Just about 6 inches between your feet. Insides your feet, parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor. Triceps tight, suck your stomach in. 3, 2, 1, bend your knees, sit back and down. So you want to stick your butt out and fold your chest forward, sitting down, hips into a chair. Suck your stomach in, lean your upper body back, roll your shoulders back and down, sit down more, stomach in more, lift your chin up, chest up, change. Come up, keep your arms there, push your hips forward, come up all the way in your tippy toes. Stretch up first, bend your knees, sit down. As you sit down, imagine somebody's got you by the ponytail, stretching your head up to the ceiling so the spine stays long. Heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change. Inhale to come up, last part. Squeeze your knees together, let your heels come just a little bit off the floor, and slowly sit down. The slower you do, the better you do. Count of 10 in your head. Stop when you're a ½ inch off your heels. Engage your abdominal wall. Keep your spine straight and change. Slowly push the floor away from you. Good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Gargasana. We'll do the right side first. Remember, I'm not mirroring you. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bring your right arm under your left arm, right under left. You have options. You can grab your shoulders. You can interlace your fingers or have hands in prayer, thumbs towards your face. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down. Lean back and bring your right leg as high as possible over your left leg. Cross your legs each other, twist like ropes, wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle and breathe in and out through your nose. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, arch your upper body back. Knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change, feet together. Inhale your arms over your head, other side. Exhale, left arm under your right arm, left under right, palms together, thumbs towards your face. Bend your knees, sit down. Keep your hips down low and bring your left leg over your right leg, left over right. Cross twist and breathe. Remember that we're not symmetrical. So this side might feel a little or a lot different. It does for me. That's okay. Yoga is a really good way to like identify where we're tight, where we're a little incongruent. It's a good way to work, you know, through tightness in the body, but it's also a good way to just accept the fact that like my right shoulder will always be a little more tight than my left shoulder, and I'm okay with that. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, right in the second set. Bring your right arm under your left arm, right under left, palms together. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg. So we're learning that like our imperfections are actually part of what makes us, I think, like more interesting, right? Or more compassionate towards ourselves and towards others, right? So if you notice that like, ooh, that left hip is a little tight, that's okay, right? We're gonna work through tightness in the body, but we're also just gonna practice loving and accepting ourselves exactly as we are today. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, finish strong. Bring your left arm under your right arm, palms together, wrist straight. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your left leg over your right leg. On this side, knees to the left, upper body to the right, twist like ropes. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, upper body back. Knees to the left, upper body to the right, twist like ropes, arch your upper body back at the end. Good, change. Feet together, arms over your head, arms down. Party time, grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers, cheers. So wonderful to be here with all of you this afternoon. Okay, let's continue standing head to knee, Dandayamana Janushirasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, contract your left quadricep muscles so that your knee goes directly over your ankle. There's no big bend in your left knee. Lift your right leg up, point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back towards your face. Option to stay here or start to round forward a little bit. Eventually pick up your right foot, webbing to webbing grip, all 10 fingers interlock, nice tight grip. Please don't lose the grip. Standing leg should be solid. Concrete one-piece lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing, lift your right leg up. Press your heel forward, flex your toes back. You're training your Achilles to stretch. Make sure you're breathing. If both legs lock, start to bend your elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles. One day, elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly reverse out. Shift your weight to your right leg. Evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot. Contract your inner thigh as well as your outer thigh. Squeeze your right glute. Lift your left leg up. Point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back. Abdomen in, start to round forward, and when you're ready, pick up your left foot. And if you have a tight back, you can lift your thigh up, so knee comes up into chest. So you start with your leg a little bit lifted, and then you don't have to round forward as much. If you know your right leg is locked, no bend, no wobble, inhale, lift your left leg up. And from here, it's a real kick. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back, you're training your Achilles to stretch. If your standing leg is bending, posture hasn't started. If both legs lock, puff up your chest and bend elbows down. If you're bringing the elbows down, roll your shoulders back and down, bring your chest down more, heel forward, toes back, stomach in. Good, change, slowly reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend, or an knee bend. Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, evenly distribute your body weight on your left foot. Lift your right leg up, toes back. You want to engage your abdominal wall the whole time to protect your back. So stomach in, when you're ready, round forward. Make sure thumbs included in the grip, all 10 fingers interlock, concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to have fun. When you're ready, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles and you can balance comfortably, slowly tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. Hold where you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly reverse out, just the way you went in. Last one, shift your weight to your right leg. You can do it. Lock your right leg, lift your left leg up, toes back, stomach in, round down. If you fall out 5 times, hop back in 6. Never, ever, ever give up. Standing leg locked, here we go. Lift your left leg up. Straightening the kicking leg takes most people the longest. Kick your heel forward, flex your toes back. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles, slowly tuck your chin to your chest. Put your forehead on your knee. Hold where you are. Breathe through your nose. Heel forward, toes back, standing leg locked. change, slowly reverse out. Very nice. So that was a forward curl. Next we do a big back bend, standing bow pulling pose. Feet together, bring your right hand up and out to the side, palm faces the ceiling. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Woo, okay, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right ankle at the ankle bone, thumb with your index fingers, knees together, hips in one line. Bring your left arm up and all the way back with your ear. Good. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Come down, abdomen, chest parallel to the floor. See the foot come directly over the top of your head from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up until your right shoulder disappears behind your left shoulder. In other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade, scapula coming out of the body. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself out, beautiful. Other side, bring your left hand up, bring it out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, at the ankle bone, the bony part of your ankle, knees together, bring your right arm up and back with your ear. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your left leg back and up. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever, so kick really hard. Slowly come down to parallel. Keep your chin and chest lifted, standing leg locked. Body down more, leg up more, push your right fingers forward, charge your body forward, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. See if you can stand still for 1 breath. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle, knees, thighs together. Try to keep your hips in line with the front of your mat. Bring your left arm all the way back with your ear. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a deep breath, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. That's all you have to do. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, breathe through your nose. Right hip down a little bit, I'm right there with you. Let's all drop the right hip down, left hip back, left shoulder forward, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Last one, you can do it. Bring your left hand up, out to the left, reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left ankle, right arm back with your ear, lift your chin, stretch up as tall as you can, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. 1 day into the standing splits. Why not today? Push your big toes up to the ceiling. Keep your chin and chest lifted. So the more the abdomen comes down, the more you have to lift up through the chest and throat. Body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Very nice. Come to the back of your mat and towel. Tula Dandasana balancing stick, feet together, arms over your head, palms together, interlock your fingers. Release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, lean back, and puff up your chest. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Lock both legs, point your left toes, lift your left foot off the floor, and now tilt like a seesaw, in control. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, body makes a T like Tom, but not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back, arms back, chest up. Step your left foot forward, a big step. Lock both legs, point your right toes, and tilt. Charge your body forward. Shoulder blade, scapula coming out of the body. Think like a natural human tug of war, and you're the rope. So charging forward, stretching back, stretch. Good. Change. Right foot down, left foot back, arms down, holding still for 1 breath. Second set, feet together, arms over your head, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs, step your right foot forward, lock both legs, point your left toes, and tilt. So notice if your left hip is lifting up, drop your left hip down, spiral your inner left thigh up, bring your left foot to the left, so sole of the left foot, flat to the ceiling, arms with your ears, stretch. Good, change, left foot down, right foot back. Last one, you can do it, lean back, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes and tilt. Every muscle in your body should be contracting except your face. Keep your face relaxed. Every other muscle in your body contracting. Suck your stomach in, point your right toes, stretch, stretch, stretch. Good, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Wonderful, come to the top of your mat. You're welcome to turn to the right and face the long side of your mat. We'll flow the next 3 postures twice. I will show you from this angle, starting with standing, separate legs stretching, Dandayamana Vikatapada Paschimottanasana. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right, big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Looking forward all the way down, grab your heels from behind. Bend your elbows back, roll forward like a wheel, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs. First the legs stretching, then the hips stretching, lower spine, whole body stretching, 360-degree angle stretching, coccyx to toes, coccyx to forehead, touch your forehead to the floor, in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up for triangle, Trikonasana. Take a little bit of a bigger step. Turn your right foot out, you can like inch your right toes a little bit more to the right. Bend your right leg and lunge. Sit as low as you can, keep your hips down there, and move your arms. I almost ran into my TV, right elbow in front of the knee. Hover your right fingers just above your big and second toe. Don't touch the floor, don't push any weight on the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder and breathe in and out through your nose. Left thigh down, right knee back. Turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg and lunge. You can take a bigger or smaller step if it helps you sit down more. Squeeze your butt, lean back, and move your arms. Elbow in front of the knee, hover your fingers just above your big and second toe, look up towards the ceiling and really stretch your right arm up. Really stretch your left arm down in opposite directions. Feel your chest open up. Sit down more, chest up more, turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in, take a slightly smaller step for standing separate leg head to knee pose. Inhale, arms overhead, palms together, cross your thumbs. Exhale, pivot on your heels to one side of the room. If you're on the long side of your mat, you'll face the back of your mat. Turn your back toes in. So left toes turn in and then push your left hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Round your spine like a cat. Tuck your chin to your chest, put your forehead and knee together. Now this is one of those postures, if you have a history of slip discs, or if this just really doesn't feel right for your back, feel free to skip it or round your spine a little bit less. When the back is healthy, it's really good to create space between the vertebrae, but sometimes it's a little bit much. So just be cautious as you round forward, eventually touching your forehead and knee together, front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee a couple times, lock both legs, hands together, change, slowly uncurl, left hip forward, left shoulder forward, full stop at the top. Good, pick up your toes and pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Make sure your heels are in line, but not crisscross. Turn your back toes in, and then you're gonna push your right hip forward until your hips are in line. Stretch up tall, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. So 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, back side foot makes a 45-degree angle. Round your spine, touch your forehead and knee together. You can bend your front leg. You can take a bigger or smaller step. You can turn those back toes in more. Just try and bring your knee and head close together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs. We'll go step by step. Bring your hands together first, and then change. Slowly uncurl, hands together, arms with ears, chin to chest, head up last. Good, pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down, take a breath. And we'll repeat that sequence again. Second set stretching, arms overhead, step your right foot to the right, big step, arms down, toes in, heels out, lock your legs, lift your chest, swan dive forward. If you have active sciatica, point your toes forward so the insides of your feet are parallel. Otherwise, turn your toes in. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet, and you can always start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward. This posture and the next two
The width of your step depends on your body and how your day is going. Don't be afraid to take a bigger or smaller step. If your forehead's already touching the floor, take a smaller step. If your forehead's nowhere near the floor, towards the end, take a bigger step. Everybody roll forward, lift your hips up, push your knees back, lock your legs, touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, come up.
Second set triangle, taking a wider step. Turn your right foot out, maybe left toes in a little bit, bend your right leg and sit down. So if your step is too short, you can't sit very low, right? Simply inching your right toes open a little bit more can help you sit down, lean back, and move your arms. But your step is never so wide that this left knee starts to bend or turn inwards. Make sure your left foot is firmly rooted in the floor, left quadricep muscle contracted, left leg locked. So bend your right knee more and keep your left leg locked. Look up, turn, twist upper body back, lock left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg, lunge, sit as low as you can. Lean back, you're in control, spine straight in the middle. Just move your arms. You want one long diagonal line from your ankle all the way to the crown of your head. Look up towards the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder, breathe. In and out through your nose. Push your right hip forward and down. Push your left knee back with the help of your elbow turn. Twist upper body back, like spine twisting posture. Lock your right leg, right foot, flat on the floor. Good, change. Rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together. A little bit of a smaller step, head to knee pose. Pivot on your heels to one side of the room. Turn your back toes in. Push your hips forward, 2 hips in line. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. So 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle to touch your forehead and knee together. You might need to adjust your step. I always have to take a little bit of a bigger step than I thought I would. Bend your right leg, touch your knee and head together. Stretch all 10 fingers beyond your big and second toe. Bring maximum weight into your front foot. As you look towards your belly button, notice if one hip is higher than the other. Try to even out your hips. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together first. Change, slowly uncurl as if you're dragging your forehead up your thigh, your chest, arms with your ears, head up last. Gorgeous. Pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in, push your right hip forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your left foot all the way down. Can you keep your hands together? Maybe not, that's okay. If you need to separate your hands for balance, go for it. Maybe starting to walk hands back together, so thumbs crossed or palms together. Left hip up, right hip forward, forward, forward. Lock your right leg. Push your forehead into your knee, lock your left leg. Hands together, change. Go slow, using your strength rather than inertia. Head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Wonderful. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for the hip openers, tree pose, and then toe stand. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. At first, your foot's on top of your shin, your knee, your thigh, eventually heel to costume. Slowly, gently let your right knee drop down and back. Never force your knees. Right hand up, and if you can balance, left hand up. You can stay here or you can float to toe stand. Stomach in, fold forward. At first, leaning forward, eventually hands to floor. You can walk your hands forward, lean forward, shoulders over wrists, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. As you sit down, you want all the weight in your arms, not your knee. If you can sit on your heel, walk your hands back. Point your right toes, get your 2 knees in line. Left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight. Try to come a 1/2 inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, put your hands on the floor to reverse out, lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg, and then push your hips forward to come up just the way you went in. You can always come up on 2 feet. Good, change. Right leg down, lock your right leg, and lift your left leg up. Remembering that this side might feel a little or a lot different. That's okay. Touch your heel to your costume and let your left knee drop down. Never force your knee. You want to feel it in the hip, but not your knee. Left hand up, and if you can balance, right hand up. And on this side, my foot slides, so I'm going to hold on to my foot the whole time. You can stay here, work on pressing the hips forward to open the hips, or you can float a toe stand. Abdomen in, fold forward. If you've been coming for a while, go down with a straight spine, flat back.
hands to floor, lean forward, lift your heel, bend your knee, sit down. Walk your hands back. On this side, point your left toes, left knee down, 2 knees in line, left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands on the floor, lift your hips up. You can come out on 2 feet, or you can reverse out on a straight leg. Good. Change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. I'm gonna adjust the angle on this. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Glorious, delightful. Okay, heels together, toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed. Breathing normal. Take a slow inhale through your nose, drawing the air all the way to the bottom of your abdomen. Slow exhale through your nose, sinking a little bit deeper into the floor, pushing all the air out. As you inhale, feel your chest rise. As you exhale, let everything relax down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pavanamuktasana, wind removing pose. Right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin, nice tight, white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards the floor. Completely avoid your rib cage. Take a breath. Change, right leg down, left leg up. Pull your knee out and down. Keep your right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle doesn't naturally touch the floor, flex your right toes back to anchor the right side of your body down to the floor. Change. Left leg down, both legs up. Grab your elbows each other. Give yourself a really big hug for coming to class. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body. Hold still. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Good, change, arms down and eyes open. Second set, right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, maybe other thumb, pinky finger on top. Pull your knee out and down and hold. Notice if you're rolling way to the right. Try to keep your left shoulder, left hip, left calf on the floor. Change, right leg down, left leg up. Pull your knee out and down. You're purposely putting pressure on your lower abdomen to massage your colon. This posture is great for digestion and it's good for grip strength. Squeeze tight. Change, left leg down, both legs up. This posture is so good for giving yourself a hug. Squeeze your knees together, keep your heels in line, head on the floor, look down the center line of your body and just breathe, hold still. Change, arms down, eyes open. Next we do a straight leg sit-up. If you have any concerns about your back, please skip the sit-up, especially the first sit-up. Just roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, we'll do a sit-up. Legs together, arms over your head. Cross your thumbs, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Everybody together, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana. Hands on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up. Bring your feet together like a cobra's tail. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, beautiful. Use 100% back strength, come up halfway only, so your stomach is down, but your chest is up. Elbows stay bent, they make an L, a 90-degree angle. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Feet together, lock your legs, push your feet down, hips down, hands down, look up, chin up, chest up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your right, left ear on the towel, arms down, heels open, take a breath. Second set, bring your chin forward, hands flat on the floor, feet together, lock your legs, look up and lift. So you want to create a little bit of resistance between your hands and the floor, between your feet, hips and the floor. Lock your legs. For a lot of us, when we contract the quads, the thighs start to lift, but the feet and the hips stay grounded. This is a really nice way to start to wake up the back muscles as you lift your chest up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on the towel, arms down, heels open, take a breath. Locust, Shalabhasana. Chin forward, arms straight position. Flip your palms down to face the floor. Bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. Push your big toe back. lock your right leg. Good, change, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes and lift your left leg up. How high can you lift your left leg without bending the knee? Stretch it back, point your toes, change. Left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin in, mouth down, bring your arms a little closer underneath you. If you're super flexible, micro bend your elbows so you push your shoulders down rather than your elbows. Feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up. You can do it, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, feet together, lock your legs a little bit more, point your toes, lift your thighs up. Good, slowly with control, lower down, change. Arms out, look to the right. You get this nice rush of blood through your knuckles, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Enjoying the sensation in the arms as you release the tourniquet effect. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms straight, palms down. If you need to have your arms out to the side to get your arms straight, that's great, right? Keep your palms facing down. Eventually, arms come underneath you. This posture might be uncomfortable, but you're never forcing your body. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So yoga helps us discern the difference between like being a little uncomfortable and being in pain, right? So we're never going to a point of pain or a point where we can't breathe through our nose. Change, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. But at times our heart rate might increase or we might do something a little bit outside of our comfort zone, and that's okay. And just know that every day is a little different. So what worked yesterday might not work today. That's okay too. Change. Left leg down. Grand finale, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms out, bring your arms in, feet together, spread your fingers wide, lock your legs, point your toes, lift both legs up. So notice if you're only pushing down through your wrists. Try to push down through your knuckles and shoulders instead. Triceps tight, mouth down, squeeze your butt more than you thought you could, lock your legs, lift your heels up. Good, change, slowly lower down, bring your arms out. Look to the left, right ear on the towel, and breathe. So sometimes in yoga, you know, we could do yesterday, we can't really do today, but sometimes in yoga, that thing that we've never been able to do, for whatever reason, today it's accessible. So that's why you're always trying the right way, you're always giving it your best, but you're also listening, right, when you need to ease up a little bit. Full locust, Purna Shalabhasana, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes, heels touch. Here we go, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and fly. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor like a 747, taking off so good. Just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right and breathe. Second set, bring your chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, lock your legs, point your toes, look up, and lift. So this posture is so good for strengthening your back muscles. All of the muscles that support your vertebrae, they're getting stronger here, right? Lift your thighs a little higher, chest a little higher, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, slowly with control, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left and take a breath. So you inhale, feel your ribs expand. You exhale, soften through your neck, your shoulders, your hips. Dhanurasana floor bow, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside. If you can't grab both feet, grab one foot in the first set, second set, switch it up, point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up towards the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your ribs and hips, hold still. Do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, wrists straight, look up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on the towel, take a breath, keep your eyes open. Go again, second set, bring your chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside. You can do it, point your toes, squeeze your buns, look up, and kick as hard as you can. That said, if you're rocking back and forth, you might be kicking a little too hard. Roll forward once, freeze, hold still. Little sips of air in and out to your nose. Are your knees way wider than your hips? Bring your knees in, yes, Corey, knees in, feet out, looks good, wrist straight, point your toes, look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down, look to your left, right ear on the towel, take a breath. Okay, bring your chin forward, put your hands on the floor, push up, come to the top of your mat and towel, fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. I'll show you first set from the side. Start in tabletop, open your knees and feet. start to walk your hands back. During the posture, you can keep your hands in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time, eventually sitting your hips down to the floor. If you can sit down between your heels, put your hands on your feet, right elbow down, left elbow down, drop your head back, head on the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, never a point of pain. If your knees are coming off the floor, you've gone a little bit too far, come up, keep your knees on the floor the whole time. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Take a breath. Feel the blood circulating through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips. You're welcome to skip the sit-up by rolling off to the side. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head. Flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Great, okay. Turn, come to the top of your mat and towel. Second set, fixed firm. You can stay in tabletop the whole time. As you're ready, walk your hands back, sink your hips down, keep your knees on the floor. Put your palms on your soles. Right elbow down, left elbow down, head back, head on the floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head. If that's all gravy, try to bring your knees back together, but knees never come off the floor. Good, change. Put your hands on your feet and come up so your head comes up last. Turn around, Shavasana. Try to hop quickly into your Savasana so your body has a breath or two just to recalibrate. Fresh blood circulating freely throughout the body. Spine realigning to a nice flat floor. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Keep your arms with your ears. Good, turn, come to the back of your mat and towel, half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana. I'll show you the first set from the side. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, stretch up and go down. You're welcome to put one or both hands on the floor and walk yourself in. Otherwise, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. This is a nice way to stretch your back. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down. Try to get forehead to the floor first, and then try to get hips to the heels. But you want to get forehead to the floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Option to put your hands on the floor and walk yourself up, or come up, arms with your ears, change, squeeze feet together. Nice, arms down, turn around, Shavasana. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. The 60-minute class is like a wine tasting, right? You just take a little sip of each posture. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, stretch up and go down. Chin away from your chest, palms together, wrists straight, forehead to floor, little fingers to floor. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good, change, come up, feet together, hands together, arms with your ears, arms down, turn around, Savasana. Take a moment just to breathe and be still. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Enjoy the stretch. Great, turn, come to the top of your mat for Camel Ustrasana. I'm gonna stand back a little bit. So stand on your knees, 6 inches between knees and feet. I'll show you first set from the side. Place your hands on your lower back, push your hips forward, keep your eyes open and start to look up towards the ceiling. When you're ready, drop your head back. Eventually go back halfway, stop in the middle. If this feels okay, right hand down, grab your right heel, left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. If you can't grab your heels yet, please keep your hands on your back, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. It is safer for your back. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, look back.
Good. When you're ready, put your hands on your spine and then push yourself up without twisting your spine. Head up last. Good. Turn around, Shavasana. If you see stars in that one, stars or ghosts or whatever it is, that's normal. It can be sometimes a psychedelic, emotional, psychological experience to backbend like that, especially in a society where we hunch forward a lot, right? Like over our phones, over our laptops, over our food, our children. Backbending is like kind of a radical act, but it's really good for your body. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Try again. Open your knees a little wider, 8 to 10 inches between your knees, still 6 inches between your feet. Place your hands on your lower back, thumbs outside, fingers to the floor, like you're putting your hands in your back pockets. Push hips forward, keep your eyes open, and just work at your own pace. Remember, you can keep your hands on your back the whole time. Maybe looking up is enough for today. When you're ready, head back, go back halfway, eventually right hand down, left hand down, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push hips forward, lift chest up, hold still, and breathe. When you're ready, change. Put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Shavasana. Take a moment, just let the floor hold you up. In the words of Pulitzer Prize winning poet Kendrick Lamar, sit down, be humble. I think that's like one of the biggest benefits of this yoga, just some time to sit and breathe into our body. Let's keep going. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat and towel, rabbit, Sasangasana. Knees, feet together, hips on your heels. Make L's with your hands. Flip the L's down. Grab your heels from the outside. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Go down. Chin to chest, forehead to knees, top of head to floor. Pull on your heels. Don't lose the grip and lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. If your feet are coming off the floor, ease up a little bit. Full palm grip on your heels, feet together, shoulders up, hips forward, round your spine. Good, change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Take your time. Head up last, turn around, Savasana. Have you ever watched Simone Biles do like a balance beam routine? And it's like so cool, right? Gymnasts on a balance beam. Can you imagine if it was like a perfect routine, and then at the end, when she's about to dismount, she was just like, meh, and just like hopped off rather than doing a backflip? That's kind of like in yoga, if you like give it your all through the posture, and then when you come out of the posture, you're like, meh, let me just twist out. Make sure that you're going out of the posture with the same integrity that you go into it, right? The dismount is part of the experience. Second set, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, okay, come to the middle of your mat and towel. Second set, rabbit, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down with care. Pay attention to how you're going into the posture. That's how you want to reverse out. Forehead to knees, top of head to floor, pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up, but head stays in place. Heels together, shoulders up, stomach in, round your spine. Okay, to reverse out, bring your hips down to your heels first, and then change. Pull yourself out, vertebra by vertebra, slowly with care. Head up last. Good. Turn around, Shavasana. Almost to the end, everybody's doing great. We're gonna do one set of head to knee, one set of stretching pose, and flow it straight into spine twist. Here we go. Legs together, arms over your head. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Nice. Wonderful. So just one set of Janu Shirasana. Right leg out to the top right corner of your mat, left leg all the way in. Inhale, arms overhead, stretch up first. Exhale, turn to your right, tuck your chin to your chest. Interlock your 10 fingers under the ball of your foot and bring your forehead to your knee. Now you can bend your right leg as much as you need, touch your knee and head together. Flex your toes back, bend your elbows down. Left elbow down, left shoulder down, roll into the left so you feel equal stretching on both sides of your back. Good, change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, stretch up. Turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest and bring your forehead to your knee. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing under the ball of your left foot. Flex your toes back. If it's easy to touch your forehead and knee together with a bent leg, keep going. Press your heel forward. If your leg is straight, keep going. Block your legs, bend elbows down, elbows to floor, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change. Arms up, both legs out. If you're skipping sit up, stay here, stretch up. Otherwise, lay down on your back, let your spine realign, and sit up. Paschimottanasana stretching pose. I'll show you from the side. Bend your knees, hook onto your big toes with your peace sign fingers, thumbs on top. Scoot your butt back, right, left, right, left. This is a straight spine, flat back posture. Notice if your spine is rounding, arch your spine. Try to touch stomach to thighs. If you can get your legs straight, same thing, keep your spine straight. Lock your legs and go down with a flat back, stomach to thighs pull, chest to knees stretch, one day toes and head touch. Good, change, come up, stay on your butt for spine twist. Bend your left leg on the floor, touch your right heel to your left knee, right arm behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up, abdomen in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder and twist. You can keep your right hand behind you. You can also grab your hip, your waistband, one day your inner thigh. Keep your right foot on the floor, point your left toes. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch your left heel to your right knee. You can also keep your right leg in front of you. Bend your left arm behind you, right arm up and over. Grab right knee with right hand, one day hand, heel, and knee touch. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you or do the half bind. Make sure you're always stretching the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, keep your spine straight. Look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Shavasana. So we started 26 and 2 yoga with a breathing exercise, and we end class with a breathing exercise. So we always begin and end by focusing on lung health, which I think is more important now than ever. Here we go. Legs together, arms over your head, Kapalabhati. Tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Turn, come to the middle of your mat and towel. Kapalabhati, sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. You're welcome to sit in a different position if sitting on your feet isn't comfortable for you, no problem. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Concentrate, meditate, let's breathe together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for this version of Kapalabhati, exhale through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, snap your stomach in. When the stomach softens, the inhale happens automatic. All you have to do is exhale. Sit up tall and begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself, give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around, final Savasana. Close your eyes, open your arms and legs. We finished a couple minutes late, so if you have somewhere to go, I totally understand. But if you don't, see if you can hang out in final Savasana with me for a little while longer. This is like, you know, if Simone Biles did her routine perfectly, dismounted perfectly, won gold, but then didn't accept the medal. Final Savasana is like standing on the podium, right? This is like that. You did it, you got through it. There's probably that point like half an hour before class where you're like, should I do this or should I do something else? Or, you know, but then you're like, you know what? I'm just going to come to yoga. And then you did it, right? There's maybe that point in class where you're like, I shouldn't have come to yoga today, or like, oh my gosh, yes, this feels so good, or like, ooh, that feels different than it did last time. And then you know what? You kept with it. You stuck with it, right? You breathed into your body. You took breaks when you needed to. You persevered at times that felt a little uncomfortable, right? And this is you just standing on the podium, lying on your mat, taking a final bow to yourself, acknowledging all of your hard work. Take a slow inhale through your nose. Slow exhale through your nose.
Nobody can take this accomplishment away from you. You did it yourself. So if at any point this evening negative self-talk starts to creep in, just remember how much you accomplished today, right? You showed up for yourself, you breathed deeply, you were patient, you were determined, and then take that energy and use it in the world and be kind to others as you are kind to yourself.